Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so in today's module, I am going to talk about Google Docs. Some of you might be using Microsoft Word for years. Even I am using that today also. It has got lot many features, very interesting, very nice features. So there is no comparison about one product with the other in journal. But when it comes to the usage of Google Docs, it is marvelous. I'm really enjoying using Google Docs. I'll give you certain examples, some specific examples, so that you will really get to know that how important and how useful is this Google Doc. The most important aspect is, as already mentioned in my last session, everything is on the your drive. So you need not to worry about that the content is not available. Even in my Chrome search bar, when I type the name of the document which I have created, that is also available. For example, let me quickly show you one of the files say I was working on and say that is a my planner. So I have created my say planner. You can check it out at the bottom. The all above except the last one, they are the searched by the Google. But look at the last one, my planner, because I, as already mentioned, please name your files in a proper way. That naming convention is very, very important. Using that only you'll be able to have the access to your files so quickly. So I had created one my planner. So when now I click on it, so it was already created. Even if it is created in my any of the drive, it will be already made available. So I again need not to even go for the bookmarks and search for it. That is the another thing one need to understand. Anyway, so this is one of the thing, not only about the Google. Even if I created say my some module, so even if I write say module, and you can check it out at the bottom, my module 1, module 2, module 3. So module 1 of course refer to our first class. So soon I click on it, it will be already made available here. I need not to go for searching this file in my laptop or even on my cloud or drive. Yes. So let me begin with the Google Docs. I'm sure all of you are aware that there are a lot many ways in which you can use the Google Docs. It's basically your document creator, your document editor, and lot many other things can be run. Multiple people can work at the same time in the same document. In fact, the limitation is 50, but that is too much. Imagine a situation, you have opened one document file, Google Docs is open, and at the same time, 50 students or 50 teachers or mixture of the students and teacher, they are collaborating online in a single document. You can see the people changes as they make them. I will demonstrate that using the examples also, so you will be the part of that demonstration. I will be sharing a link of some document so that you can join that document, and then we can see what exactly is happening in a online scenario. And of course, as I already mentioned, every change is saved automatically. You can even upload MS Office files directly into Docs or downloads Docs files in the MS Office format. This is again very important. Check it out. Even if this is my slides, this is my presentation. I have created my presentation in Google Slide. When I click on File, there is the option for download. So I can download this as a PowerPoint presentation, ODP document we don't need, but of course as a PDF, as a JPG, as a PNG file. So these are four things which usually we require. As far as these vector files are concerned, so for those again coders and programmer and those having the using some specific software program, they might be using that. But for us as a teacher, only 2 3 formats are sufficient. Yes, Anand sir, any doubt?
Sir, can we edit the PDF document in Docs?
No, sir. That I will tell you, because PDF editors are something different, go beyond that Google software package. But
Okay.
yes, I do edit the PDF files. and there I am using some different softwares as such. So I
Yes, sir.
can
Yes, sir.
edit even the content in the PDF file. I can remove and add logos in that. So that all is requiring the advanced knowledge of certain different softwares.
Yes, sir.
Not a part of that Google training as such.
Okay, okay. Just one. Actually, the main thing is that how can we type the things and in math? Basically, that is
That,
the main.
sir, for that, of course, even there is the option for inserting the your maths over here also. You will find the option for math typing here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
It
sir.
is available, right?
Yes,
But
sir.
even then, I would recommend for that you can go for the, say, your Microsoft Word and use
Mhm.
math type.
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So let us now talk about Google Docs, creating a Google document. So this is my one new tab which is open. When I click on this, and then I just need to type docs.new. This is the shortcut which I always use. It will automatically create one document file, but as you can see at the right hand side, it is created in my personal Gmail account. But if I wanted that to be created in my GCE account, my training account, then of course I need to go to that account first and then create the document. Otherwise, even that account will not allow me to open this particular document. So therefore, you can avoid this option, and let me go to my training account. Again, check it out, these Waffle 9 dots as your Google Apps, and you have all the options available. In fact, I don't know how many of you are aware of this shortcut, and very interesting of feature, you can drag and drop. I don't know how many of you have really tried it, because sometimes you will see the dock is available at the bottom. But I have my more commonly used, say, Drive, Classroom, Doc, Sheet Slides. So I place them at the top. So everything can be easily drop and drag here. The only restriction is my school account. If I show the same using my official account, I cannot drop and drag, because all the powers for using the school account in fact lies with the admin of my school. So whatever settings they are providing, I am bound to use that. But since this is my personal account, so I have a liberty to drop and drag. So let me quickly go to my Drive. Again, there are multiple ways for creating a document. I click on new, and there is the option for Google Doc. I can click on this. I can get the blank document or from a template. It is my choice. Otherwise, go to the Waffle, and we have the option of docs here. Click here directly and it will open one document. And in fact, the window will be there, so that you want a blank document, a new document to start, or say you want to prepare your resume, your some letter is to be drafted, a project proposal, your brochure is to be prepared. And when you click on this library, you have lot many other templates. The ready made templates are provided by Google for your work. You can choose any of the template, but I generally prefer to go for, say, a blank document. I click on blank, and it is now opening one blank document. First thing, and the most important thing, the naming of this document. Check it out. Will always create the untitled document. When I click on this, I can type the name for this. So this is, say, my session 3 doc training. So whatever name you want lesson plan, class 12, LPP, something like that. So it's your choice. So you check it out. Already written, saved to Drive. Now, if it is saved to Drive, I can start this document if I consider this as very important. So it will be available in my Drive start document. So quickly availability. I can move this to the different folders, as already I have mentioned, from here also. So I have many folders here. You can check it out. The Classroom, the GC level 1, all training, Google Earth, Jamboard, and lot many things. So pre-classroom note and so on. So wherever I want to move this, I can select that, I can move. Or even if I want, I can create a new document and then I can move it. My again and again emphasis would be on the organizing your data properly. That is very, very important. Otherwise, you will be having thousands of documents already created and very difficult to manage your drive. So you need to learn these basic things, the naming convention, and how you can move it to a specific folder. So whichever folder you want all the documents to be a part of, initially create that folder and move these to the particular folder. Left hand side, you can check it out. I am dragging it. So I can start typing from here. So this is basically your program software where I can simply type and save the thing. You can directly go to the docs home from here. Then you check it out at the top. There are the options for file, edit, view, insert, format, tools, add-ons, and help. So these are your menu bar. And you see there is the option for last edit was done seconds ago. This is actually about the version history. Version history, I'll be coming to that. Then you check it out, this option. It is open comment history. As I already have mentioned, say there are 10 members who worked on a same document. So, and they comment to each other. Suggestions are given. When I click on this, it will show the all comment history. As of now, nothing has happened. Therefore, it is blank. I can present this document in my ongoing meet also. As the only problem is I have created the document in my another account and the meeting is run by some different account. So therefore I cannot present this in the current going on meeting, but otherwise this can be presented in the ongoing meeting also. Then the similar thing, share option is there. Initially the default setting is the document is private to me only. When I click on this, I have the various options, share with the people. As in the drive you have seen, everything is similar. You type the email ID of the person and then whatever you want the person to be. I want to make the person as editor, viewer or commenter. Even while I am sending the email to the person, I can type some custom message here also. That is again my choice. Even I can get the link of this file. It is right now restricted, but when I click on change to anyone with the link, I'm clicking on it. Now again the options are anyone with the link can be the viewer, commenter or editor. For a training purpose, I am making this as editor and anyone with the link, so that I am copying this link and right now I'm going to paste this link in this chat box. So that now when you click on this link, you will, yes, thank you. You can see one person has already joined here and already started typing. And the same way you can understand, please join this and do some experiment. 30 seconds for you, type anything, anywhere. And see how in a collaborative manner you can all work together. Yes, Anand sir, any question?
Yes, sir. In this case, we don't come to know na who is typing. We only get
Yes.
anonymous giraffe and this and that. Hai na?
Yeah, exactly. This is the thing which I already mentioned in the last session. If I am using my personal Gmail ID, that is the only problem. You will not get to know that who is typing, only anonymous will be written. And of course, if I'm using my official account, then the name of that teacher member that will be appear over here.
Sir, is there no any way to know who is typing so
No.
that we can come to
No.
know about
No,
all
ma'am.
this?
No, that is not possible here.
Okay.
It is the restriction, of course, by the Google. If Google provide everything for free, all such kind of features for free, then of course no one is going to buy their plans. They are charging lakhs of rupees from the schools, right? But 90% of the features are available for free. those who are interested in all these things, so they have to be buy that plans, or at least even in the Google for fundamental, as already mentioned. Likewise, in my school, it is totally freely available, and for that, such kind of option is available when the persons will get to know that who is typing and who is deleting the one other's work.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anand sir, Milan sir, any question? Quick question. Okay, so when I click on this, if it would have been my official account, name of all the members who are right now online and working on this document would be appear. Otherwise, randomly it is taken as anonymous something something, right? Next is, we already have seen creating a document and sharing a document. I also did talk about how to collaborate using a Google Doc. This is nothing but we are collaborating together. So one person is typing here, I can come here, and I am writing right now, say thank you. So something can be done, some person may write here, and if, yes, I may start typing and someone may edit this, give the constructive suggestions. I'll come to the suggestions part very soon. Now, let's say the practice purpose that is over, and now I am taking the rights back. So what I am doing, I am making you only as a viewer. And now, all those who are here, check it out. You will not be able to type now. Right, still you can view this document, you can be here, but since I have updated the permissions, so you will not be able to type here. Yes, now check out in this file option, share option, exactly the same one like this, same option is here. The only very important thing here, new document can be created, and also from the doc I can even create the spreadsheet, the presentation form and drawing. I can open my document from my drive. When I click on this, so I can have my all the documents which are available. So I can open from here, is a usual feature. Then making a copy. So I can always click on make a copy, and a copy of this file will be created with so many options are available. You can check it out. So when I click on OK, another copy is created, and I can rename this as per my choice. Sometime I have a doubt or a thing that my data might get deleted. So therefore, I can always keep a backup in some different form. This is optional. Then you can see download email this file. So of course, when I click on email, I can send this file directly from here. And even I can send this as a PDF or Microsoft Word file. Generally, these two formats we do require, because in email, you cannot send this as the Google Doc file. So it will be automatically get converted into the PDF or the Word file as per my choice. Then version history, I'll come to this. So you can check it out. If I work on this and I close this document, and again when I open it, so this is session 3, something because I have just created this. Yes, so this is your session 3. I am opening that document again. So it is loading. So now you can check it out when I click on file and say version history, see version history. Click on this. So you will get to know about the version history. Check out the time, 5:22 right now. So I am just opening this file 5:22, but I had created initially at 5:12. It is possible that I can name this version history. I can name this as my draft 1, draft 2, draft 3, like that. And when I click on this, say August 1st, 5:12, you will see restore this version. So if accidentally someone has deleted someone's work, so depending on the time, I can go back and get the and restore the previous version. So that is about the revision history, and the same can be checked out from here. When I click on this last edit, you will see the same type of the option is available. So let me again go back. Yes. Now file has lot many other options. I can rename the file, move the file, which can be done from the top itself. Then I can move this file to trash. Trash, of course, everyone know. I can publish this site to web also. When I click on this publish to web, click on publish, click on OK. A link will be provided to you. I am copying this link and I am sharing that in a chat box. So observe the difference, what will happen. When you click on the link I have just shared, that is a viewable file only, and that is available on the internet. So that file you can always view. As you must have noticed, I am sharing my pre-classroom notes or all the resources using this particular feature, published to the web. Then the document details can be checked from here, where it is saved, who is the owner and all that, when it is created. Then we have the language. So these are the things in which language you want your typing to be here started. Or I can go for the page setup. This is important. Page setup, and then I want the page to be in a landscape, or generally in a document it's a portrait. Then the different page sizes are available, which I can choose from. Even I can change the background color of this page, and then say I click on OK. You can check it out, the background color is changed. But if I want to give, say, some border to this, some beautification feature, that is not possible in Google Docs in general. But for that, we can make use of the add-ons. Add-ons is not a part of level 1 actually, but I'll give you the only basic idea about the add-on. So there are hundreds and thousands of add-ons which are available, and they can be a part of this Google Doc, so that I can use those to have the giving the border to this document, and lot many other things can be done. Check out these options. Undo and redo. The last step what I did, I changed the color, click on undo, and it will be back to the original one. The last step, I can redo, I can undo. Then file, the last option, you can check it out, print. Everyone know it will take me to my printer or save as a PDF. You can directly save the file as PDF, or you can select your installed printer. Coming to the edit option, most of the options I'm sure everyone aware. So usual copy paste work. So when I say select this, Control C and enter, and say Control V. So one can check it out. So I'm doing just Control C, Control V, and if I select all this and Control X, it will cut it. The way you were doing in other document files, exact the same way it is working. There are the option for paste and paste without formatting. So this is exactly the same way it was working in another document. Without formatting will paste only a simple text, but when you choose paste, so all the formatting with the document which you are copying from, that will be available here. What does that mean? Quickly check it out. Let me say I click on this and I select this, I'm copying this. Look at the difference. What is going to happen now? When I click on edit, I am clicking on paste. So this is paste. When I click on edit and I click on paste without formatting, I hope the difference is clear between the two. Here all the links will be copied all together, but here the links are not copied. Only the text will be available. So this is possible when I'm using paste or paste without formatting. I can find and replace. That's a common feature. Then coming to the view, these are generally not required, but I'll come to this later. Editing mode kya hota hai, suggesting and viewing, what is the difference? And then ruler, you can check it out on the left hand side. Look at the change, left hand side. When I click on again and ruler, it is available. Then you have the option for document outline. When I click on this, you can check it out. It is hidden. When I click again here, show document outline, it is available. So what is the document outline? For that, let me quickly show you another file. Yes, check out. This is one of my document which is open. This is my document file. Right now, when I click on view document outline and check it out on the left hand side, when I click on Google Chrome, it will take me directly to here. When I click on result citizenship, when I click on meet, so page wise or a heading wise movement, that is again possible very easily in the document. So I can directly go to my this help. So this is a document of 24 pages, right? And I want to go directly to the say Google chat. So I will click on this and I will be over here. So that's movement, that bookmarking kind of a thing is easily possible in Google Docs. Next, these options are generally not required, but show equation toolbar for our math teachers. When I click on this, you can have the option for the math typing, but generally that is not recommended. I never use for math typing the Google document because this is not easy and convenient in general. But anyway, you can start typing. So let's say I want to type say 2 by 3. So say 2 divided by 3 and enter. And I have to type something else, say again new equation, and then click on this. I want to have some mathematical symbols, less than or greater than. So integral symbols, all the possibilities are available here. So I want to create a question, limit x approaches to 1. And then, of course, I need to create say some fraction. So I have to go again and again. That is the problem here. I have to go again, look for the fraction, and then I can type say x upon say whatever I want. I can always type over here too, something like that. So the font size may not be what exactly I want. So I can go on increasing the font size as well. So it is possible using this, adding the equation, but otherwise you may use another software, or even Equatio is a add-on, but that is freely available for 90 days for the teachers. After 90 days, that will stop working. So that Equatio add-on can also be used. Then full screen, of course, more area will be visible to you. And then I click on dismiss. I will be back to this. Then I have the option for insert. Okay, let me show you one thing very quickly. This is my Google Doc. So there is my Google Doc. In Google Docs, this is the course content if I talk about the level 1 examination, which I am covering. I already have talked about first 3, right? And few more others also. But when you check out the level 2, so for level 2, we have the most of the options like inserting the tables, images, and adjusting. Then there's a table of content, hyperlink, mathematical equations in level 2 actually. Then translate, alert your collaborator. So there are a lot many other things, and creating the hyper docs and so on. So this is the part of level 2 examination. So initially I'm going to focus mainly on level 1, and from level 2 only things which as a teacher I require usually. So I'll be taking that also. But insertion of the image is very easy. Check it out. When I click on insert image, 6 different options are available. Check it out. Upload from your computer, Usual way, it will take me to my computer. I can go to my desktop, and wherever I have my any image, I can click on this and the image will be pasted over here, right? Similarly, let's say when I go to insert image, search the web, click on search the web. And the best part is, since this is searching inside the Google tool, so I need not to worry about the copyrights. When say I click say butterfly, I click on this butterfly, so images are available. So they are 99% or even 100%, you can be sure they are all copyright free, right? So I can click on this image, insert, and the image will be inserted. When I click on this image, I can resize. Simple options that you can explore. I can rotate this image, I can make certain adjustment, and there are many other options which are available. I can recolor this image, some adjustment can be done, not required as far as level 1 is concerned. One thing, when I double click on this, double click here, double click, I can crop the image. So ब्लैक वाले पे आपको एक लाइन बन रही होगी, उसके थ्रू यू कैन इजीली crop the image, and when I release this outside, the image is being cropped. I can even bring this text at the back, so there are many other options are available. I hope you have observed the difference. Initially the text was down, but sometimes we want that this right hand side area is vacant, so just I click on this and it will be taken to here. So that way you can use the text along with the image. Then you can go for insertion of the image from Drive, your Google Photos. If you have the image URL, you can use that. And this is very interesting, using your camera. When I click on camera, I just need to click on this. Camera है तो smile देनी पड़ेगी. Click and insert. It's done. So as a creative teacher, imagine a situation, what if your students are asked to have their image over here, how they are feeling right now, and they are given the right to have their images over here. They can easily insert their image. Again, you can resize the image as per your choice. That's it. Coming to the insert the table. So insertion of table, let's see, click on insert, click on table. I can have a table of 20 by 20 maximum, but generally say I need only say 3 by 2 table is required, for example. So I click on this. Please check out once again what I have done for insertion of the table. Insert, go on table, and say I want 3 by 2 table or 4 by 2 or 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 simply means we have here 3 rows and 4 columns. यहाँ naming convention थोड़ा अलग चलता है, right? तो वो आपको idea लग जाएगा. So this is your 3 by 2. Though mathematically we say this is 2 by 3, right, in a matrix, but this is here showing as 3 by 2. So click on this and the table is inserted. Yes, sir. Rushik sir, any doubt?
Yeah, sir. Actually, I was just telling, adding on to it, that it is showing 3 by 2
Yeah.
because a rectangle is considered to be having length and breadth. So
Yes.
length is considered first, breadth is second.
Yeah.
Whereas row is written first, which
Yeah.
is actually representing number of rows represent breadth, number of column represents length.
Yeah.
That's why.
Thank you. Okay, now please check it out. Okay, when I click on this horizontal, this vertical line, I can see a small 2 lines and arrow. Left click of mouse, I can resize this. left click of mouse, and I can always resize. So say I am writing say some heading as say serial number and say the name and say the email ID. So whatever I want, I can do it, and then I can select this. I can change the color of the text. Even I can change the background color. So there are the options over here. So that you need to explore. The time will be then passed. So therefore, I am just giving you the basic idea that when you click on, most of the options for editing are available here. So I can select this and then check it out. The font size is Arial. Click on this. I can change this to some another font size. Font name, some different font is here. I can always increase and decrease the font size. I can always make it bold. I can always make it italics. I can always underline this. So these are the common features. Even I can have the highlighting. So I hope the idea is clear. Highlighting means this. So generally we do not prefer this, but this is the option available. I can bring this in the center of this table. For center, what we need, look at this, alignment. Click on align. It is right now by default left aligned. I can go for the center alignment, or I can go for the right alignment. Generally, I prefer center alignment. I can even have the options for line and paragraph spacing. I can double the space over here. So these are the basic things. You can experiment with them. Then I'll come to this bullet and checklist later on, the numbered list later on. You will see there are ellipses here. These three dots generally are referred to as ellipses. When I hover to this, more options will be made available. From this more option, generally what I use, look at this background color. Click on this and say choose any color and check this out. The background color is changed. I want say the border color to be given as say this. Note the difference now. Border color is now somehow reddish color, brownish that color. Even if it is not visible what I want, I can do it. Click on this border width and click on say 3 or say 4.5. Now you will realize and understand what is this border width stands for. I can directly select this, move this, and a table size can be edited just like this. So I can go on adding say 1, then the name can be added and the person's email ID can be written. Right. So that way one can work in a collaborative manner. So as I was sharing one file with you number of times, but few of you didn't able to, edit that or write your email. So I can always go to share this file, right? And when I click on this, anyone on the internet can view. And if I make it as editor and I done this, now when I paste this link in the chat box, oh, some other matter was selected. So I think I forgot to copy that link. So copy link and let me paste it over here. So those who haven't given their email ID, they can even type it over here right now. So just write your name and give your email ID. So I'm just showing you the various options. Yes, Usha ma'am.
So just one doubt. In Word, when we are inserting a table, we have an option to select the entire table. There is a symbol plus or something. Here, do we have anything like that?
That shortcut might be here, but generally if I have to select that
Which
table,
I can't see. I'm trying side by side. So I wanted to ask.
So I am generally doing by this. I'm clicking over
Okay, sir.
here and this click, but
Yes.
there must be the option of selecting the whole table. I generally never tried that, but that you can explore. I generally follow the following in this particular way.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, answer. Milind sir, quick question, if any.
No, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Yes. So now you can check it out. Anshu ji has given the email ID over here. Someone else is typing, so all can work in a collaborative manner.
Actually, sir, I have already given, but I was just trying to insert a row
Okay,
and
okay.
a column over
Not a
there.
problem. Not a problem. Yeah, yeah, not a problem.
I've already done that, but I was inserting a
Yes.
row in this table.
Yeah. So again, last edit was made second ago. I click on this. I can see all anonymous users. So that name, as already mentioned, in this personal Gmail ID, not possible. So I can even insert the drawing that is in level 2, not required generally here. Then I can insert the chart, bar graph, column chart, but for that we prefer the sheets, particularly Google Sheets. It's similar to your Microsoft Excel, but it has got many other different and a very interesting features that we will cover in our next class. Then I can always insert the horizontal line. I have some text written over here, and now what I want to insert the gap, so I click on horizontal line and then I can start typing. Then I can give the horizontal line. All depends on you how you want. Then you can insert the date. Click on date, choose the date whatever you want, say 2nd August, and it will be reference to that particular date. When I click on this, it will take me to my calendar. I can directly click from here and it will take me to my calendar wherein I can book the appointments. I can have my meeting slots, appointments starting from the Google Doc itself. This is a very recent feature added. You can check it out. Insert date and new is written. So this feature is added very recently. Then I can give the footnote. I'll come to that footnote quickly. Then special characters can be added. By special character, you can check it out. These are all special characters. Sometimes say I am looking for say rupee, Indian rupee. So just type rupee and you have this symbol of rupee. So I can go on and just cross this. Please check this out. So symbol can be added in a simple and similar manner. Then you can go for adding the equations from here. We can go on adding our headers and footers that you must have worked in your Microsoft Word also. So similar way, header at the top, footer at the bottom. That again you can insert over here your matter, or even your logo of your company, or if you are a tutor or a coaching institute, you can add your logo to right hand side or left hand side also. So that again is possible, but that is again not a part of level 1. Then insertion of the link. Please check this out. This is very important. Say when I click on this, say 4, I'm typing something and say I am writing adding the citation in docs, something like that. And I found a YouTube video. So let me quickly go to YouTube and I found some link, say adding citation in docs. When I click on this, so there are many videos which will be available. Let's say I found this video as important, which I really want. Click on this.
Writing's not that easy.
There is the share option. YouTube will be later on taken in detail, but the basic idea, get the link of this, copy this link, and now let me select this text. Please check it out what I am doing. Select this link and check out there is an option for insert link over here, or even I can go from insert and link. Both are same. I already have copied that link. So control V kar denge. The link will be pasted and click on apply. It is saved now. Now, what is the benefit of this? When I come to this document, or even if I share that document, you can try it out because now the editing rights are given to you. If you click this link and click on this, you will be directly be taken to that YouTube document or YouTube file, YouTube video. So that way, it's actually referred to as creating the hyperlinks here. So I think the basic idea is clear. This way we can insert the links. Otherwise, if I had pasted the link, it is a little bit longer one, not required. Just insert the link. And not only the YouTube, any link which is available on the internet. It may be your document file, it may be your drive link, anything can be added over here. Yes. Again, coming to the format, these are the basic features you can always explore by yourself. For the text, you have to make it bold, italic, underline, strike through, subscript, superscript, size can be changed, capitalization can be done. So these are common features. Paragraph styles, this is important. Basic idea is important to understand. Then alignment, left, that we already have seen. I want my table, this whole to be divided into, say, 2 different columns. So check it out. When I type over here, so it is not allowing me to type from the left hand side because I have divided this into the 2 different columns. Generally, it is not required, but for someone is writing some document or typing a matter for a book, so that may be required. Otherwise, it is not in general required. Bullets and numbering, that can always be added. I hope this idea is again. एक मिनट में yes. When I click on say format, I can always insert the bullets and numbers, numbered list or bulleted list. There are lot many different options are available. You can explore them. When I click on this, say, and then to, and then other, when I use the tab. So something, I hope you are clear what type the options I have chosen and how it is working. I can click on back and then I will be back to this. So it's all about your practice and understanding of these things. So tools, now coming to the tool, it is very important. I have skipped right now this particular part, that alignment. I'll take, paragraph style. I'll come to that. Now tools, spelling and grammar checking, that can be easily done. Word count, wo ho jayega. Review suggested edits. Now what does that mean? I'll come to that. Look at the option of translate document. I'll initially talk about this very simple thing. Translate the document. Consider a case. I searched for something, say Taj Mahal. I generally, in my example, prefer say Taj Mahal, and I got some matter from the internet. So let me choose this, copy, and I'm deleting everything over here for a time being, and let me now paste it. Control C, Control V, right? Now click on tools, check out the translate document, click on translate, choose a language, click on choose a language. As of now 107 languages are possible. So I can translate the document, whole document, hardly matter it is a 10 page or 20 pages document, in most of the Indian languages also, not only foreign languages, even in Bengali, even in Dutch, Danish, English. Then we have French, Gujarati, and say Hindi. So for a demonstration, click on Hindi. and click on translate. A new document will be formed and a magic will happen. The document is translated into Hindi. 99% you will find this is perfect translation. But yes, in certain cases, you may need to go for certain edits that you can always do here. At the same time, I would like to talk about one of the add-on. I installed any add-on. Check it out. There is the option of add-on. Add-ons are small programs which are helping me in enhancing the productivity in this my Google document. So get add-on. When I click on this get add-on, it will take me to the Google Chrome. It is loading that this is your Google Workspace Marketplace and all the options for the document. What all can be done? Auto magical form, adopt crowd, mail merge. Hundreds of options are available for you which you can use and integrate in this document file. So these are your small extensions in a form of the extension, but they are referred to as the add-on. Right. So let's say there is the add-on Plagium. When I click on this, it will ask me to install. Let me click on install. I need to give the permission. So let me continue. I need to choose the account because I have a multiple accounts logged in. But since sometime it may take directly. Okay. Continue. And install. There is some technical error which I could see right now. Otherwise, this is get installed over here and I can check it out whether I have copied the matter from somewhere or not. So let me go to my another document. Let me open new document. I'm sure in this account I have the add-on installed. Let me quickly check that out. Then probably in some another account I must have that. Or else you can try out at your own end installing the add-on and then you can check out whether you have copied this or not. So that is easily visible. So sometimes, of course, there may be the, oh yes, check this out. It is available in my this particular account. Yes, it is here in this particular account. So let me go to create some new document. And let me paste it over here. I have copied this from Google directly. So I give some XYZ name here. Now see, click on, select the whole document, click on add-on. So I have lot many add-ons installed. I am giving demonstrator from Plagium. Click on check selection. So you need to wait for 10-15 seconds and the magic will start begin at the right hand side. It is now reading and searching the sources from which I might have copied this whole document. So imagine a situation, you have given some specific project to your students and you really are interested that they should not Google it. So not 100% matter should be copied. They can Google, but they can remodify, they read it and they go for some research work. So here on the right hand side, you can check it out. 98.7% exact matter is copied from this particular website. and even the websites also copy the matter from each other. So another website have used from Wikipedia, from other websites. So everything from where it is copied. So this website has used 68%. When I click on this, it will give me the more details. So that is the basic idea about one of the tool available as in the form of add-on.
So basically, it is for plagiarism.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Sir, I'm not able to view all these options like insert, format, tools, and add-ons in this session when I opened up this file.
See,
I
ma'am, unless you type something, you select something, many of the options will be in. Likewise, comment. It is not highlighted here. Look at this comment. It is not highlighted now.
it's
It is
not
in green.
highlighted.
But when I say click on select this, say Google Sheets, and now when I click on this insert, check it out. Now it is highlighted. So it depends if you have selected the text, you have some text written, and then only few of the features will be made available.
I was trying in this document only that is shareable document that has been made by you just now.
I have given which kind of a right. I forgot that. I need to check that.
Sessions 3
Uh,
request edit. Acha, it's asking for request edit.
It is viewer mode.
yeah,
It's the
you are in a viewer mode, so of course you will not be able to see those things. Yes. Okay, next, let's move on quickly. I do not want to exceed the time at any cost. So check it out. I am showing you one. This is my one of the file which I have opened. Check it out on the left hand panel as already mentioned. When I click on this Google Chrome, it will take me to here. So how I have made this? It is very easy. Just make a note of this styles. Heading 1. When I change this to the normal text, you will find this is not available on the left hand side. Note the change again. I am undoing this work. Now this is available. Google Task, you can see here on the left hand side, and it is selected as a heading. So it is all about whether you are creating a normal text as a title or heading 1, heading 2. So if I make this as heading 2, again note the difference. I am clicking on heading 2. Task will seem to be a sub part of this Gmail, but this is not what I want. I want they are all to be at the same level. So click on again and select heading 1. If I again click on this and make this as heading 3, it will be far away under the Gmail. So that way I can make them as the headings, and all the headings will be only available on the left hand side. If I select the text and make this as a heading, that will be only available in my outline view. This is my view. This is my document outline. So document outline, if I made it shown as a document outline, I need to make this as a heading 1 or heading 2 or heading 3. Then only it will be shown here. Now coming to the provide feedback with comments. Check this out. Let me quickly open, create one document. Okay, I have that session 3. Let me open that again. So session 3. Yes, this is the already created document. Again, I deleted everything from here. No problem. Let me again give you the rights. And then we'll see what is the meaning of a comment and suggestion. Anyone on the internet can view it. Ma'am, check it out. It's view only. Now I am giving you the right as the editor. So now when I copy this link, or even the link is already with you, try it out. Now you can again start typing in this document. Let me quickly paste this once again. If you really want to experiment, please join this. Be in this document quickly. Yes, thank you. Now, please stop typing for a minute. So the basic idea is clear. That way you all can work together. Look at this option. When I say select this word Taj Mahal, soon I select this word, note a plus sign is coming as add comment and suggest edits. Two options are coming. When I select something, you will find at the right hand side two options, add comment and suggest edit. Let me, please abhi aap mat kariye. Let me click on add comment. Check it out what is happening. Add a comment and say I want to send this to some person who is a collaborator, who is my department member, and I start with at the rate. At the rate. And can anyone tell me the email, your email account, which is directly accessible to you? Any email? Anyone?
I've just typed mine, sir.
Okay.
The one.
Please send it in the chat box. I'll just copy this and demonstrate it. Anyone? Okay, I got one email. So that way, even multiple emails can be added. I will quickly move on. And at the rate, I have added this email account here, assign to this particular person. And I can now go on giving the idea, like say, please change the color. So that's a basic idea. You can have your own suggestions and click on assign. Anshu ma'am, please check it out. Oh, sorry, Anshu sir, you can check it out. You have received the email. The email is already sent to you, and you must have received.
I'm reloading it. I'm reloading my mail.
Yeah. So Anshu, that Amit Bajaj.gc account. यहाँ से you must have received one email.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have received.
Yes, you already have received that email for sure.
Join the Google Meet. One is the one. And
No, ma'am. You need to go to your Gmail app. So, okay, let us save the time.
I'm at my Gmail only, sir. I'm at my Gmail account, and invitation session is only the last mail that I've received from you.
No, ma'am. You already have received one mail. That is for sure. Anyway, someone else can try. Okay.
Shall I check the spam?
Chalo, it is
Spam
possible.
नहीं होगा, sir.
Yeah. Dr. Shadi ने जैसे किया है.
Your mails now.
Yeah, it is possible.
Your mails, it's not in the spam. No, it's not in the spam.
So, at the rate and assign a task. Say anything I have mentioned and I'm assigning. So Dr. Shaji may check it out. The email is received by his end. And now once he read this, so he can always modify this as per the suggestion given. You can confirm Dr. Shaji after a minute so that I can proceed further.
I have reloaded it also.
Okay. But ma'am, I have tried it and worked with this many a time. So maybe in your spam or maybe some technical
It's not in the spam, sir. It's not in the spam because I've checked it also, and because I'm receiving the mails from your account, so it can't be the spam, no?
So direct comments to the specific users that we have seen, and you can also check it out when it is assigned to some person and if it say it is resolved. When I click on these three dots, please check it out, three dots, and I can delete this if it is done, or I can have the option for check it out. Tick mark. When I click on this, it will be automatically get removed, assuming that this work is done. Again, check it out when I click on editing mode. There is the option editing mode. Click on this. Editing tha. When I come to this suggesting mode, now I am in suggesting mode. I am suggesting, again, I can use the similar kind of work. Then, of course, viewing only. So in editing mode, I can simultaneously type also. But when I'm in suggesting mode, some of the typing rights might be taken. Please mute yourself, everyone. Yeah. Next is access version history and revert to the earlier version that I already have mentioned. When you click on this, last edit made some time ago, click on this. So all the version history will be available. Right now, only 2 are available. If I close this document, work it on this, say tomorrow and say day after tomorrow, and then I want my work to be revert back to the day 1, that can also be done. I click on this and I can restore this particular version. So that is again possible. Again, it's about, I already talked about translation, and next is say voice typing. Please check it out. Again, it's a very important feature and mainly for the language teachers. Click on tools, check out voice typing. When I click on voice typing, it is by default selected as English. But when I click on this English, again, lot many languages are made available in front of me. I know only English and Hindi, so I am choosing Hindi. But if you know Gujarati or Marathi or your native language, you can always make a try. You can find out, most likely your language will be available. Someone was asking me about the Sanskrit. So if, please mute yourself. Now, check it out. When this is English only, of course, I can go for a English typing, or even when I click on say Hindi, and when I click on this icon, नमस्कार, आज के वेबिनार में आप सभी का स्वागत है। मैं आशा करता हूं कि आप सभी कुशल मंगल होंगे, सदा खुश रहें, भगवान आप सभी का भला करे। Something like that. So 99%, of course, it will be the correct. You can read it out. So you can go on typing for your comprehensions, whether it's in English or in Hindi or in any other of your languages. So for language teachers, it is a boon. Even for sometimes the social science teachers, you have a long paragraph to type. So please do not go for a typing. Choose the language option from here. And once you have typed it, copy this and you want to paste it in your Word document, that can also be done so easily, so that you can convert that into the PDF, or you can have your assignments or your paper easily available. So typing is another very interesting feature. Now, let me come to this, how to add the citation, bookmark, and navigation. These 3 things I have tried to explain by creating one video. I will play this video for next 4-5 minutes. Please go through that. And then I will discuss what exactly is meaning of this citation. The basic idea is, चलिए एक बार ये भी देख लेते हैं पहले. Basic idea is, let me now make it as a viewer only. And let me assume this is resolved. This issue is resolved. I can tick mark, but I can always see open comment history. It will be still available over here. I can always check it out. Okay, what all comments were given. Even whole paragraph can be selected and I can add the comment. Even there is the option for suggest edit. I forget to mention that. Let's say the whole paragraph is selected. It will not be deleted, but when I click on this, and now when I type, you can check it out. Some suggestion with some highlighted green line is over here. So the person, when I'm working in a collaborative manner, all the members, they will get to know that I am giving certain suggestions, that instead of this, you can also go for this. So this way we can even suggest. Again, those suggestions can be emailed to the specific person. That can also be checked. Yes. So coming to the citation part, let me say please everyone note carefully on the right hand side. There is the option of explore. Click on explore and search your docs and the web. Web search is again possible directly from here. So let's say I search for say PyDay. Again, web can be searched, images can be searched, and I can search in my Google Drive also. So let's say when I go to web, check it out. There are many web results over here. When I say open this, when I click on this, it will open this and say I have copied something from here. This is image, so I cannot copy, but when I say select this and when I come back, let me paste this. But what exactly I have done, I have copied the matter from someone else. I am in a suggestive mode. Let me come to the editing mode. Yes. So I need to go back and then again paste. Giving reference to this, that who is the owner, who is the creator of this work. This is very important. So how I can cite this work? Check it out. I have taken this matter from this particular website. On the right hand side, small two dots are coming. Those cite as footnote. Just single click. Look at this number 1. It appeared. And look at the bottom. The citation is already added, that I have taken this matter from this particular website and I have accessed this website on 1st August 2021. So that way, even if I go for searching for the images, I want to choose this image, click on this image and check it out. When I click on this image at the bottom, the citation is already added. So whichever resource I am using, I can always cite that it is not I'm going to be copying someone else's matter. So in web, of course, and that is a thing which we need to teach our students. Yes, now coming, I'll open that video link and play it for you. It's a 6-minute video. Please be attentive and do let me know if voice is...
In this video, I will be talking about certain things like adding the citation, footnote, bookmark, navigation, or which is your document outline, the table of content, etc. in a Google document. So let's begin. Starting with the citation. On the right hand side, we have the explore option. Go to the explore and search for anything you're looking for. So let me search for GEG Pune. That's a Google Educator Group Pune. And let me just click on its Twitter account and copy some matter from here and paste it over in my Google Docs. Now I just need to give the citation for the same. You can see on the right hand side, cite as footnote. Just click on it. It is being added as a citation at the bottom. You can easily check it out. Next is about giving the citation, and another thing is about the footnote. So for footnote, say they have one event right now going on today itself. First part is already over, though the YouTube video is available, and the second half will be held today at 7 p.m. So let me just provide you with the link of the same. I've opened already that YouTube link. I'm just copying that link and let me select say GEG Pune over here and insert footnote. Click on footnote, paste the link we have just copied It's done. Right. Next up, we'll be talking about adding the bookmarks. And for the bookmark, let's consider this is the thing which already has copied. So topics covered in the first half and the second half. So I'll be using this as my reference material. So now I am going to add the bookmark. For the bookmarking, say I select this first half, insert bookmark, just like that. Select second half, insert bookmark. Now I have to link this bookmark with the first half content or the topic to be covered in the second half. So what I am going to do, I'll just select this, and now instead of bookmark I will select the link. Now under the link, when selected, look for the bookmarks and select first half. Apply. Similarly, topics covered in the second half, go to insert, go to the link, and under the link you will find the option for the bookmarks. Select second half and apply. So now we have bookmarked all these things. So you will check it out. Soon I click on this topic covered in the second half and click on the bookmark. It will take me back to the first page where we have the second half as marked as bookmark. Next, we'll be talking about the navigation, which is very, very important as a topic.
Sir, audio is not there.
Table of contents. Generally, we prefer to, we are going to insert the table of content. Go to insert. At the top bottom, we have table of contents. Generally, we prefer to have along with the page numbers. So let me select the first option. So it is already being created. We can refresh as soon as we add some new content to this document. Now observe that for navigation of the document, on the left hand panel, we have show document outline. Just click on it. So you will find welcome to the bootcamp like this. Select this and please make sure it is your heading 1. Make it sure it's your heading 1, or you can also make it title so that Google Docs identify this as the main title or heading, and it will be appear in our outline on the left hand side. So it is my heading 1. Next, let me make this as my heading 2. And this as my heading 2 again. I can make this as heading 3 as well. So that will be nested again, the main welcome to the bootcamp option. I can also make this as say heading 2, heading 3 say, because heading 2 already I have deleted, right? So now it is covering under this heading 3. So soon I click on the second half portion, it will directly take me to this second page. And if I go on adding few new things, you can check it out on this table of content. We can update the table of content as well.
So that was the basic idea. I think now it is clear to everyone. Let me quickly check it out if anything is left out in our docs. Okay, yes. Another very important thing, and that is common for all the Google tools available. Check out this help option. We generally look at this. But this is most important. I took the best benefit of this option. Whenever I stuck anywhere in using the doc, click on help and directly search from here, or you can have the trainings by the Google. They are available, updates, because Google is updating the product. So you can go for the clicking on the update, and all the updates which have taken place in docs, new editions, they will be available and they are well explained over here. So May 21, last few things might have added in May 21. Even in July, there were few things were added, as I'm mentioning about insert date. So sometimes it may take even 2 months to get this updated about the latest changes. But you have doc help, or you can search. So say you are confused with the citation. So let me just type citation and click on citation. You have, okay, yes, that is the another way to add the citation. One way already explained in a video, but when I go to the tools, there is the another option for citation, and that has got a different format. Generally MLA, APA, and Chicago author. So that type of 3 different citation procedures are available that you can already explore by yourself. I can provide the website address. I can write down the name of the person, and whatever is being asked, you can do and go for the add the citation. Adding the citation 2 different ways. One is the simpler one which I have shown, but specifically for the examination purpose, let me tell you, they may ask in the examination for giving the citation using tools option. They will specifically give that go to the menu bar, select tools, and go for giving the citations from there. So in that case, you need to understand that how to go about the citation from tools option. But I was telling about the search. So docs help, when I click on docs help, now here you type say citation, you still have the doubt, click on citation and how to add the citation and bibliography, and you will be provided with the all help, how it can be done on a computer, how can be done on an Android device or iPhone. So right now say Android, आपको यही मैंने बताया था, go to tools, citation, sidebar, MLA, APA, such options will be there, and then how you are going to add the citation. Step by step explanation will be available to you. Step by step explanation. Already everything is available in the docs. So you can best make use of this help and docs help. Any question from your side? Anything from your side? Now you can ask. Yes, Anand sir. Nidhi ma'am, please पहले आप पूछ लीजिए अब.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Actually, I just wanted to know कि normally what we are doing, we are typing the question papers as we are using this Google Classroom feature. We are using our school account.
Yeah.
So, is it possible that I type my question papers in Google Docs
Yes,
and
of
then
course.
share it with my fellow teachers?
Yes, of course, that is always possible when you go to your classroom. So let me go to my classroom. So of course, if you want to share that with your
Share.
My
colleagues,
colleagues, my fellow teachers who
okay,
are
not with the students
teaching in
as
the
a test,
same.
na? हाँ, तो
No,
that
I don't want to share it with the students because it is a question paper.
हाँ,
So
right.
I
So
want to
okay,
share it with the fellow teachers, my
yeah,
colleagues.
of course, that all you can always do. I already have discussed in the last class. Go to your Drive, your official account, right? Go to your Drive, click on New, then you create your document. Click on Document. Go on typing your question over here. So let's say this is your question paper.
So it will be visible to only to those teachers with whom I share the link
Yes, of course. Then go to
and
share.
the administrator.
No. Yes,
No.
of course. As administrator, they can check out your activity on the school domain. They can do it, but it will not be directly shared with them. Unless they want to
Okay.
see this, they will never get to know about this. So let's say this is changed to anyone. You can, okay, instead of this, I could have chosen my school account. That will give you the better idea. So let me go to my school account and then go to my drive. This multiple account problem will be an issue generally, because again I try to open my Google school account, it is taking me back to my personal account. I need to change it now once again. Now it will be in my school account. So you can check it out. I have created, say, some paper. So say this is my some paper already created, I assume that. So when I right click on that paper, right click, you have the share option, click on share, and now since I'm using my official account, so you can check it out what exact option it is showing. Check this out. Share with CRPF Public School,
Yeah.
or when I click on restricted, now CRPF or anyone, but if you want still to restrict it to your teachers only, department members, then click on adding their email IDs over email ID over here.
Okay.
Only email ID of your school teachers are to be added.
Fine.
I think
And sir, just like what we do normally in examination time, we attach the PDF file when we assign the task to children.
yeah.
So can we share this link in Google Classroom
Yes, of
directly?
course. Yeah, bilkul. That we can do.
So when we click on, then when the children click on that link, they will be able to view the paper.
Yes, for sure. Yes.
Okay. Fine. And one more thing I was asking, it was about Hindi typing. You just answered that the voice typing can be done. So I was trying that document. I was trying to do that translate document in Hindi. But what I do normally, I just type in Hindi in Google Translate and then copy paste,
Yeah, that is
cut
another
paste.
alternative way. Yes, that can also be done.
That option is not here now. If I
Now,
type in Hindi and it will be directly translated to Hindi. वो
for
Google
them,
Translate वाला feature will not be available here, है ना?
yes. So for that, I need to go to translate.google.com.
Yeah, this is what I always do. I type there and then cut paste.
Yeah, that is another alternative way. Even you can upload your document, not only voice typing, you can even upload your whole document from your drive, and it will be auto. And not only your doc, your PDF can also be get converted into the document file. That
Okay,
can also be done.
that is great.
Yeah.
Thank
Any
you.
other? Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Anand sir.
No,
Any
sir, that's
anyone?
perfectly fine.
Sir. Yes.
Sir, that's perfectly fine. That I
Okay.
understand.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir.
Yes. Kali ma'am, any doubt?
Sir, normally when in Word we type something in offline, but in Docs, can we do it in offline or we have to remain in online always?
No, see, that is another feature which is available in our drive. I can always work. Check it out. There is the option for this. It must be available. I need to check it out. My drive, and I can work in a offline manner also. So there is the option for get drive for desktop.
Okay.
So you can get the drive app, and that will be installed in your desktop. And please mute yourself.
Okay.
So you can go for download and install Google Drive app. So that is very easy. Download for Windows. Once you have downloaded that, now you work on your any document over there, right? Even in the offline manner. Or once there is the internet availability, it will be automatically get uploaded.
Okay. And another thing, sir, yesterday in
एक second,
Google Classroom, how grading can be done?
sorry.
Grading. So we are sending the question paper to the students. We're
Huh?
attaching the question paper. They are
Yeah.
submitting it. Then how
Hmm.
the grading scale is to be fixed up there?
Uh, is it you are talking about MCQ test or your subjective paper checking?
In case of subjective paper checking.
That already I mentioned in the last class. When we create in my classroom some assignment and some PDF is sent to the students, they
Hmm.
all upload their work all together.
Yes.